Okay, so what's going on, guys? It's GPH Streams here, and welcome back to the 7 Nights Idle Adventure. So, guys, let's check out this update. Okay, so first we have here some new contents, and okay, we have here the hero details. So this would be, my God, Ashen Flame Ratio. So let's check this out. Let's review the skills description of this, and also we have here the range. Okay, let's review this one, guys. So, the grade that would be Legendary Plus. Take note, that is Legendary Plus, guys. Oh, so this is an awakened hero. And also, take a look at that avatar. It also changed, as well as the appearance. Okay, so the affiliation that would be is the 7 Knights. And the battle style that would be a melee type. The attack style, it attacks closest target first. So we have here some basic attack. It says here the range that will be 35, and it deals damage equal to 300% of attack to the target. So this is quite low compared to the average. Actually, the average is 400%, but that's okay since Rachel has a very high attack speed. So next, the crit hit attack. The same range that would be 35. And it says here it deals crit hit damage equal to 850% of attack to the target. This is freaking nice, guys. I love this one. And it grants the power of the flames buff to the caster for 2 seconds upon successful attack, and also grants the dance fire buff to allies for 2 seconds. And it inflicts burn debuff on the hit target for 2 seconds. So let's take a look at the description of these power flames. So it increases critical hit rate by 36%. Oh my God. I really fucking love this one. We have here 36%. This is insane, guys. This is insane. And the final crit damage is also increased by 36%. Wow. So the game already evolved. It already evolved, guys. Okay, so next we have here some Dance of Fire. It increases critical hit rate by 36%. So we have here dual critical hit rate increased by 36%. One is for the buff for all allies, and the other one, that would be a buff to herself. So Rachel has a freaking high critical hit rate. But of course, maybe we will face lots of game modes that have very high critical hit rate resist also, guys. I know how the developers think. Okay, so next we have here some burn. So the burn is still the same. That will be 20% of attack every 1 second. Right, we have here some active skill, the Flames of Creation. And it says here, it grants a Rising Phoenix buff to the caster for 10 seconds. And the range, that would be 120, as well as the cooldown is 10 seconds. And it deals damage equal to 2,000% of attack in a 4-meter wide and 25 meters long area in front of the caster. And grants a Flames of Creation buff to allies for 10 seconds upon successful attack. And also inflicts the paralysis debuff on the hit target for 3 seconds. When defeating an enemy with the Flames of Creation, the skill cooldown will reset and Ashen Flame Ratio revives with 100% HP, limited only to 1 time when fallen. So this Rising Phoenix, it increases bonus damage rate by 36%. We have here also the final bonus damage by 36%. So all of these buffs here are now at 36% compared to the previous buffs. That is only 24%, guys, and that is 12% more compared to the previous one. So next we have here the Flames of Creation, in which it increases the final, or increases the attack speed by 24%. So the attack speed is still the same, but the damages were increased by 12%. Wow. Okay, next we have here some paralysis. It says here, of course, that is still the same. Unable to attack or move, and skills become unavailable. Okay, so going back to this active skill, take a look at this one. We need to analyze this. We have here some 3-second paralysis debuff. That is freaking long already. And it says here, we have here some freaking wide, guys. That is freaking wide area in front of the caster. Wow. And take note, Rachel can be revived. That's 100% of HP. So maybe Rachel is also viable on PvP because we have here some revival. But there are some heroes that negates revival, guys. Okay. So next, let's proceed. That would be the first Strike Crusher ELKE. So if you'll take a look at the artwork, guys, that is freaking different. They changed the artwork. As long as you have awakened ELKE, then the artwork will change as well as the avatar. So the grade that would be, wow, Legendary Plus. and the affiliation that with Magic Society, and the battle style that with range type. We have here some attacks, attack style, attacks closest targets, or attacks targets with defense type keyword first. So maybe that is the closest defense type unit. So when you see here some plus, that means that that unit is awakened. Okay, we have here the basic attack. The range that would be 60 since it is a range type unit, and the basic attack, it says here it deals 300% of attack to the target. And then the crit hit attack, that would be still the same, guys. The range is 60. It deals crit hit damage equal to 900% of attack to the target, and that is freaking huge already. So the highest crit hit attack I saw, that is 1,120, I think, to be exact. I'm not sure, but it is 1,100 something. So this 900% of attack is freaking huge already. And it says here, obtain World Star buff for 2 seconds upon successful attack. And also it inflicts disintegration debuff on the hit target for 2 seconds. So we have here 2 seconds duration. And let's check this out. The World Star. Okay, this is a buff to the caster. So it says here, it increases critical hit rate by 36. Still, that is 36%, guys. We have here increase in weakness attack rate, that is 36%, as well as the bonus damage rate by 36%. And we have here some disintegration. It deals damage equal to 20% of attack every 1 second. So I think, okay, the buffs were increased by 12%. And that is for the awakened units. Okay, let's go to this active skill, multi-house summon. The range is 120 and the cooldown is 10 seconds. So it grants the Miner of the Abyss buff to allies for 10 seconds. So we have some buff, and it deals a damage equal to 3,500% of attack in a 5-meter area around the target. And this is freaking huge, guys. And inflicts a first strike crusher debuff for 10 seconds upon successful attack. And we have here, it can inflict stun debuff on the hit target for 1.5 seconds. And this Miner of the Abyss, it increases the final accuracy by 24%. So actually, accuracy is still 24%, guys. And the first strike crusher, we have here increase the damage taken. Oh my god, they increased the damage taken by 15%. Previously, this is 30%, but now we have 45% damage increase. And we have here some stun, unable to attack, move, and skills become unavailable. So this ELKE is freaking nice, guys, in PvP. Because we have here some keyword. Okay, defense type keyword first. ELKE can be used both PvP and PvE. My god, I really love this one. I really love this update, guys. So what I like about this ELKE is this damage increased by 45%. And also we got here some 3,500% of attack in a 5-meter area around the target. My goodness. Okay. So this is it, guys. JURI. The awakened JURI. Take a look at it. The artwork is freaking nice. Wow. She's thick, guys. She's thick. So Supreme Justice JURI. The grade that would be Legendary Plus. Okay, this is an awakened unit. And the affiliation that would be 7 Knights of Old. The battle style that would be range type. And the attack style, it attacks closest targets first. So we have here the basic attack, the range that would be 60. And we have here, it deals damage equal to 450% of attack to the target. That is 50% above the average. And the critical attack, the range is 60 also. It says here, it deals critical hit damage equal to 500% of attack over 10 hits to the target. Wow. This is freaking nice. That's 10 hits to the target. So that would be 50% per hit, guys. Okay, it grants a balance scales buff for 2 seconds to allies upon successful attack. And the crit hit damage increased by 20% multiplicatively for each of the following debuff types. So this is still the same. That would be burn, disintegration, and bleed. Actually, we can use ELKE together with this JURI because of this disintegration. And it says here, stacks up to 3 times with debuffs to the same effect, cannot count or count as single debuff. So JURI's critical hit attacks ignores the defense of the hit target. So we have here defense ignore. So that is why this JURI is freaking insane in terms of damage because of ignore defense. So the balance scales, okay, it increases final attack by a 45%. And also, we got here the increase in bonus damage rate by 24%. So we have here only like 24%, guys. But the increase in final attack, that is 45% already. Okay, next we have here the range. Okay, guys, take a look at the active skill called the Final Verdict. The range is already at 180. That is freaking long. And the cooldown that is 20 seconds. So it grants a Supreme Justice buff to the caster for 2 seconds. And then it deals damage equal to 750% of attack over 10 hits for 20 seconds in a 3-meter wide and 20 meters long area in front of the caster. And it grants Scales of God buff to allies inside the area for 3 seconds upon successful attack. And also it inflicts Judgment debuff for 3 seconds on the hit target. So this Supreme Justice, we have here some damage nullification 3 times. It increases the final attack by 30%. And if you will compare this 30% here, actually on this crit hit attack, we have here already like 45%. So the increase in final attack for JURI is increased by 15%, guys. If you will compare that to the previous JURI or Unawakened JURI. So going back, it increases the critical hit rate by 24%, final critical damage by 24%, and also the bonus damage rate by 24%. And the following bonus damage, that would be 24%. So this effect cannot be removed by any buff removal. So the Scales of God, it increases the weakness attack damage by 36%. So actually, the increase of an awakened unit is only for the damage, guys, and not for the rate. But if you'll compare here, we have here 24%, we have here 24%. Oh, this is only for JURI, guys. Okay, and we have here the final weakness attack damage. That is increased to 36%, but the rest here are still the same. Okay, we have here some Judgment. It decreases movement speed by 50%. We have here, decreases critical hit rate by 24%, and we have here decrease in reduction rate by 24%. So what is the reason, or the main reason for this one, that the developers did not move or increase the hit rate, or the critical hit rate, critical hit damage, bonus damage rate, and also the bonus damage? The reason for this one, the developers put its best skill here, or best stats on this increase in final attack. That's 15%, guys. Take note, this is final. Okay? Final attack by 45%. So previously, that is 30%. They increased that to 15%. That is freaking huge, guys. So if you'll ask me which of these heroes here is worth to invest, of course, go for JURI. Go for JURI, guys. And if you have lots of resources, then you can go for Rachel and ELKE. Maybe my next target, that would be ELKE, guys. Then finally, that would be Rachel. So if you'll rank this one, first, that would be JURI. And then next, that would be ELKE. And last, that would be Rachel. Okay, so that is only my opinion, and it is up to you to follow me or not. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. We have here another one. That is a Highlord. A new Highlord. Actually, I won't get this one. Maybe I will skip this because I will invest on my fame tier. So Highlord Evan, let's have a look. Okay, the grade, that will be Highlord. Appellation, it's unknown, and he is a melee type, and the attack style, that will be it attacks closest target first. So we have here a range that is 10. So when we say range that is 10, it is not a close range, but rather it is a melee. Okay, when you say close range, still there is a term range. So this is a freaking melee type, guys. Okay, a very close range. So when you say close range, maybe the range is 35, and long range, that would be range that is 60. But we have here 10, guys. We have here 10. So it says here, oh my god, the basic attack is freaking high for this Highlord, guys. That is 500% of attack to the target. So most Highlords have only like 100%, 250. But this Highlord Evan, we got here 500% of attack to the target. Wow. So I hope the attack speed of this is freaking high. Okay, next, the critical attack, that would be, the range is still 10. And says here, critical hit damage equal to 850% of attack to the target, and obtain willpower buff for 2 seconds upon successful attack. So this is freaking huge. Also, that's 850% of attack to the target. And this willpower buff, it increases the final attack by 30%. And increases final bonus by 24%, as well as the final weakness attack damage by 24%. So this is a buff to himself. This is freaking insane, guys. Wow, maybe this Evan is freaking good in PvE. Okay, next we have here the active skill called the Shield of Resolve. The range is 150. My God, the range is too high, guys. So most units or Highlords, the range is only 120, as well as most legendary heroes. The range is 120, but this Highlord Evan we got here, a 150 range. So the cooldown that will be 10 seconds, and first it grants a Sword of Destruction buff to the caster for 10 seconds upon successful attack, and also it deals the damage equal to 1,500% of attack to the target. So let's read this Sword of Destruction. We have your damage nullification 3 times, and also it increases critical hit rate by, or critical hit rate resist by 24%, reduction rate by 24%. So we have here, this effect cannot be removed by any buff removal. So this is a defensive type buff, guys, the Sword of Destruction. So next, it says here, it grants Wings of Vengeance. Okay, this is a buff to allies for 10 seconds. So let's take a look at this. Wings of Vengeance, it decreases skill cooldown by 20%. So if ever the skills cooldown of the heroes is 10 seconds, so that would be 8 seconds, guys. It will reduce to 8 seconds. And then, it says here, increases the attack modifier of active skills by 1.5 times. And my God, I think I need to get this one because we have here some dual modifier. The skill decreases the skills cooldown, and also you get here the attack modifier, and it also increases the active skill by 1.5 times. So I will get this one, guys. Again, this Highlord Evan is freaking strong, and also decreases the damage taken by 30%. My God. So this is a buff to all allies. Take note, this Wings of Vengeance, we have here buff to all allies. So this is freaking important. My goodness. So I will get this one, guys. I will get this one. Okay. So next, we have here, it says here, when Highlord Evan reaches 90%, 80%, 60% remaining HP, he obtains shield balance, level 1 shield of balance, level 2 and level 3 buffs, respectively. However, for shield of balance, only the buff with the highest level is applied. Okay. So we have here the shield of balance, the level 1, when the HP reaches like 90%, increases final, oh my God, increases final attack by 50%, defense, my goodness. Oh my God. Decreases damage taken by 25%. Wow. Increases attack speed by 24% and movement speed by 24%. So the lower the HP of this Highlord Evan, he will get freaking strong, guys. So if we'll take a look at this level 3, we have here, when it reaches 60% remaining HP, the final attack is increased by 300%. Wow. 500% for defense. Decreases damage taken by 55%. Also increases the attack speed by 200%. My God. And also we get here increases movement speed by 200%. And this is, we have here an immunity to crowd control effects, guys. So this is a must get. Highlord. So if you are a beginner, I would suggest get this Highlord, guys. Get this Highlord. It is the best time to invest. If you are a low spender or maybe a mid spender, and if you are new to this game, go for this new Highlord. Wow. I thought I'm gonna skip this one, but apparently, this is an essential Highlord, guys. An essential hero. Wow. Sorry for that. My God. My decision changed. Wow. Okay, so let's continue. We got here some new costume added, and also, it looks cool, guys. I really love the black costume. We have here some guide quests. It will be increased to 40,572, and also the new stages. 800 stages will be added from 42,401 up to 43,200. Okay, so next we have here some new effects. 2 new effects will be introduced that will be cooldown reset. If an enemy is defeated by this skill, the caster's skill cooldown will reset. And also we get here ignore defense. Okay, I think this is from Highlord JURI. And this is from ELKE, guys, cooldown reset. And we have here utility cooldown reset and ignore defense. So the influence maximum tier will be expanded to tier 149. We have here fame maximum tier expansion that will be tier 17. This is pretty important. We have here also infinite tower floor expansion to 3,200th floor. And we have here a new system that would be the Ego Awakening. So we have a new game mode, guys. Let's check this out after the update. So take a look at that. We have here some resources which can actually be farmed. So it says here how to proceed. We will tackle this tomorrow. Okay? We will tackle this tomorrow, guys. We have lots to read about this, but apparently we cannot demonstrate we need to see first how we will utilize that new game mode, and also how we can use this new Ego Stone Awakening. Okay, I couldn't imagine this one, guys, unless there is a something like this one. Okay, we should have a sample, guys. Okay, I think we should tackle this by tomorrow, so let's just skip that. And we have here some content adjustments that is for the Guild War. We will tackle this for tomorrow. Okay, guys. So it says here also, we have here some legendary hero summoning ticket 7 that will be introduced tomorrow. Okay, all of this one will be changed to legendary hero summoning ticket 7. All the legendary hero summoning ticket 6 will be changed to ticket 7, in which you can purchase that on some game modes shop. Okay, so guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and we will continue this by tomorrow. See you again next time. Bye-bye.